Hey, it is the end of day 3 of VSTE, and I've got just a quick video for you. I know it's Friday. Y'all are tired, probably like I am. We're going to just give you a couple highlights of the VSTE conference day and one thing that is Loudoun County specific. So at the VSTE conference today, the one thing I'm going to share with you, there will be a link in the email that accompanies this video. For sometimes I go to sessions at conferences that are technology that we're probably not going to implement in Loudoun in the immediate future, but educational technology is such a broad area. There's so many different things going on in there. I just like to see what's going on in other areas that maybe we don't have in Loudoun yet. And I went to one session on augmented reality and or AR. And if you don't know what that is, it is where you use a device to kind of virtually see things in the world that are not really there. If you or your kids have ever played Pokemon Go, that's an example of AR being used in a game. Well, one thing I learned that I didn't know is that Flipgrid actually has AR capability now. And I know that some of you out there do use Flipgrid with your students. It is allowed by Loudoun with parent permission. So if you're interested in using AR at all, hit the link that I put in the email, especially look at the Twitter videos that are on that webpage because they show you kind of how to do it. It's something that you could use sort of as an additional thing for students because really to use AR, you have to have a device with a camera that faces the world because you got to point the camera at the thing that's in the real world and then you look on the screen to see the virtual thing superimposed on the real world stuff. So our Chromebooks, our student Chromebooks don't have an outward facing camera. So it's not something that you're going to use like all the time, but it could be something cool as like a extra thing for your students. I also just want to give a shout out to VSTE in general. Their general session speaker tonight was about empowering girls and young women in STEM fields, and that's an important topic to me. I really do feel strongly about that, and I'm glad to see that VSTE is tackling it head on by including a general session speaker on the topic. So that was a really good presentation, and I'm glad I saw it. Okay, on to the Loudoun County specific stuff. You may have missed it because it ended up in my clutter folder, so I'm assuming it ended up in a lot of people's clutter folder. But Assistant Superintendent Vince Shivert, who is in charge of DDI, did send an email to all LCPS staff today explaining what happened with the Google Meet breakout rooms. And our assumptions were correct. The licensing from Google did change, and what happened was everybody who was not a teacher or administrator lost licensing to the Google Meet breakout rooms. LCPS has purchased licensing for teaching assistants, recognizing that teaching assistants often work with students directly and need to have breakout rooms. So going forward, if you're a member of one of those 3 groups, a teacher, an administrator, or a teaching assistant, you will have the ability to create and manage breakout rooms as long as you have the meeting host controls. I'm told that the licensing for that may take until Monday to completely roll out to the teaching assistants of your TA. Hopefully by Monday, you'll be able to make and create breakout rooms. That's all I got. I know it's Friday. I know you all are probably got other things to do this weekend, but have a great weekend. I will still check in with you over the weekend on days 4 and 5, but otherwise I will see you on Monday.